Joining me now is Hereford head coach Mark Richards. 2-2 looked to me to be a feisty encounter. How did you see it?
I think it was really difficult conditions, and it's maybe not evident from the sideline so much, but actually out there was a hell of a wind going straight down the pitch, and you saw that first half with trying to clear our box, and obviously they're kind of used to it here, and they play effective football in terms of being pretty direct, getting around the seconds, and I thought at times we defended the box well. Sloppy for their goal, the first one, and then obviously the sending offs probably changed the game a little bit, but pleased to get a point out of it at the end.
Looked to be a lot of positives out there though, and obviously James Waite, topsy-turvy game, gets a goal and then gets sent off.
Yeah, I really feel for him, to be fair. He's in there now. We've just looked at it back, and you can see why he's probably given the red. It's not meant any intent, any malice at all. He's just jumped and he's got his arms in the air, and it's caught the lad in the face. So you can see why the ref's given it. Having said that, he was being really effective. Obviously popped up with another goal, and he was looking a threat for the time he was on the pitch. Just frustrating, because I think maybe if we'd had 11 on the pitch for the full 90, we would have hopefully held on to that 2-1 or maybe nicked another one.
Defensively, a flat back four today. I thought that worked really well.
Yep. Yeah, obviously you saw it second half up against York as well, and obviously we've done that before, and like I said from the start, it's the formation that we set up is probably going to change from time to time, but the way that we want to play is probably not. So the boys were solid, for the utmost of theirs. Soft penalty probably for us and for them, I thought. It's one of them which 2-1 up, you're hoping you can hang on, but obviously 84th minute I think their second went in, so just glad we ended up getting a point out of it in the end.
Looking at table overall, you're building things away from home. It's starting to look a little bit easier. I asked you this at Booth and Crescent, are you starting to look up rather than down?
You know what, again, I'm sorry to be like a broken record, but we're focusing on the performances again, and it was a different sort of performance today. The boys had to, you saw that last 30 minutes, asking to put bodies on the line, to work hard, to get around the seconds. I thought they were absolutely excellent. There was some blocks going in, there was some sort of last-ditch tackles, there were some real bravery in terms of defending, but then also on the ball in terms of being 10 men against 11. Performance levels are getting there, and obviously that will hopefully result in more points both at home and on the road.
I mean, that sounds to me very encouraging. All of that is a very good team ethic.
Yeah, definitely. And the lads have known that from day one in terms of what we want to engender here, and the sort of team spirit and the culture that we want to have within the squad. And I think we're definitely on our, we're going in the right direction, hopefully both with that and also up the table. So we get another, it just comes thick and fast, Ashton away Saturday, who obviously in the bottom three at the moment, so it makes that game a real tasty encounter away from home. So fingers crossed we can back it up and go and put another good performance in.
Highest attendance of the season here at the new Windmill Stadium today, so you must have a word for the travelling fans today.
It's superb. The noise levels, it was like we were the home team, so it was absolutely brilliant at the end as well. Slight sort of scenario after we go 1-0 up, but we managed to resolve that. The passion, the sort of the energy that gives the players, I think really helps, and we really, really appreciate it.
And more of the same in the next coming weeks, Ashton and FC United.
Be great, yeah. I haven't been to Ashton before. I've been to FC United a few times. I know what a great atmosphere that can be, but Ashton, away, if we can take as many as we brought here, then I'm sure we'll be in good voice.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks, guys.
What happened at 1-0? Because the fan came on the pitch and grabbed Danny, and Danny's running off.
Well, I think Danny went and grabbed him. I think he saw him come on the pitch and just sort of like ushered him to the side, shall I say, and then put the fence back. So yeah.
Is it just pure excitement?
I was 60 yards from it, so I wasn't sure. I'm sure he was completely sober and there was no issues there at all. But yeah, no, Danny just sort of ushered him back off, so I'm glad it didn't interfere with the game too much.
And the next two games coming up, how big are they? Are they must not lose?
No, I don't think so. I think they're just like any other game. You know what I mean? You can only get 3 points from a win, so it doesn't matter if we pick that up against Ashton or we pick that up against FC United or a Stockport or top of the table. It's still 3 points. So yeah, it's I don't really look at it from that perspective. It's just important we keep building on what we're doing.
Okay.
Thank you guys.